Hello, kumusta kayo? Habang ini-enjoy ko ang Holy Week holiday ay napadako ako sa DepEd website at nakita ko nga itong DepEd Order No. 9 Series of 2023 dated March 28, 2023 entitled An Order Updating the Multi-Year Implementing Guidelines on the Conduct of the K-12 Basic Education Program and of School Year Rites. Mas mainam kung may copy kayo nito at mabasa mismo ninyo ang content. Pero para doon sa mga nagmamadali na makuha ang information na napapaloob dito, di manood ka na lang itong video. Dito sa rational ay mababasa ang sumusunod. Pwede po ninyo akong sabayan. Through the Matatag, Bansang Batang Makabansa agenda, the Department of Education or DepEd pledged to be matatag for and with our learners, educators, partners, and stakeholders in establishing a nation that values its youth and a Filipino youth that values its nation. In alignment with this framework, the DepEd shall continually improve the K-12 basic education program to achieve its mission as provided for in DepEd Order No. 21 Series 2019 to strengthen the values of the Filipino people, develop a strong sense of nationalism, develop productive citizens who contribute to the building of a progressive, just, and human society, ensure environmental sustainability, and cultivate global partnerships for development. Sa scope naman ay, this policy shall be the DepEd standing policy in providing guidance and the annual conduct of the K-12 end of school year rites and shall be applicable to both public and private elementary and secondary schools nationwide. Meaning, ito na talaga ang ating magiging basihan at susundin sa mga ikakandak pang darating na taunang end of school year rites. At sa policy statement naman ay, this DepEd order provides the updated procedures for conducting moving up and graduation ceremonies for kindergarten, grade 6, grade 10, and grade 12 learners who fulfilled the curriculum requirements at the end of the school year. For the procedure, the DepEd shall implement the annual full face-to-face conduct of the following K-12 basic education program and of school year rites or EOSY. Ayan na talaga. Full face-to-face na tayo. Tapos na ang panahon na kung saan hindi tayo pwedeng mag-conduct ng face-to-face sa end of school year rites o dili kaya ay limited face-to-face lang ang moving up and graduation ceremonies. Naalala ko pa noon na nagbabahay-bahay ang mga teacher para i-award ang mga certificate, medal at diploma ng learners. Mayroon pang nagdala ng mobile stage background at doon na magpapapicture ang graduates o ang learners. So makikita natin dito sa table for grade level completers, so we have kindergarten. The completers is mayroon silang moving up. So, of course, the proof of completion is kindergarten certificate. For grade 6, mayroon silang graduation and the proof is elementary certificate. For grade 10, mayroon silang moving up and the proof is junior high school completers. And for the grade 12 learners from schools with DepEd approved K-12 transition plans or from the schools with permit to operate senior high school since 2014 and from the international schools with K-12 programs, so meron silang graduation and of course the proof of completion is the senior high school diploma. In the annual conduct of full in-person end of school year rites, observance of physical distancing shall no longer be mandatory. Pwede na tayong magpa-picture na nagsisiksikan, pwede na magkumustahan ng mahigpit at matagal, pwede na ring mag-hug o magyakapan, syempre, nang walang malisya. The wearing of face masks during the ceremonies is not required and shall be left to the discretion of the learners and their parents. Makapag-smile na rin tayo habang nagpapapicture. Hindi na masisira ang makeup at lips color sa bibig kasi hindi na required ang pagsusuot ng mask. Ito ang ating tandaan. The DepEd reiterates the following policies. Graduation and moving up ceremonies should be simple yet meaningful. While these rites mark a milestone in the lives of the learners, this should be conducted without excessive spending, extravagant attire, or extraordinary venue. Non-academic projects articulated in DepEd Order No. 66, Series of 2017, entitled Implementing Guidelines on the Conduct of Off-Campus Activities such as attendance to field trips, film showing, JS Promenade, and other school events should not be imposed as requirements for graduation or completion. Itong February lang, ang daming nag-conduct ng GS Prom. Kung sakali man, mayroong estudyante na di nakapag-participate o di nakapag-contribute ng financial contribution, ganun din ang pag-join sa field trip at iba pang non-academic activities na initiated ng schools ay hindi ito magiging dahilan upang ang isang estudyante ay hindi makapag-graduate o magiging completers. The format of the certificate of completion and diploma must be in accordance with Enclosure No. 1, pages 44 to 46 of DepEd Order No. 31, Series of 2019, entitled The Department of Education Service Marks and Visuals Identity Manual. Gaano ba kalaki ang certificate? Ito ang tanong noon pa man tuwing gumagawa ng certificate at diploma. At ang sagot ay, size will vary depending on the size of paper used. Ito ang mukha ng mga certificate and diploma for kindergarten and grade 6 certificates of completion. For junior high school, certificate of completion, and for senior high school, diploma. Subukan ninyong i-review ang DepEd order na nabanggit para well-guided kayo. Sabi nga, mas madali ang magsunod kaysa sa mag-explain kapag may na-violate na rules. Makikita din naman dito sa table. For private elementary and secondary schools, technical and vocational institutions, and higher education institutions, including state universities, colleges, and local universities and colleges. The use of the enclosed completion certificates and diploma template is optional. So baka mayroon sariling template ang school, so pwede naman po yun. The signature of the school head is required, while the signature of the school's division superintendent is not required. For public elementary and secondary schools, the use of the cited completion certificate and diploma templates is required. Kaya hindi po tayo pwedeng gumawa ng sarili nating template ng diploma o yung customized na diploma. Guidelines on awarding of honors to learners from grade 1 to 12 as stipulated in DepEd Order No. 36, Series of 2016, entitled Policy Guidelines on Awards and Recognition for the K-12 Basic Education Program shall be followed. So, review kayo uli nitong nabanggit na DepEd order. Moving up or graduating rites shall be conducted in an appropriate solemn ceremony befitting the graduating students and their family and shall not be used as a political forum in strict compliance with DepEd Order No. 48, Series of 2018, entitled Prohibition of Electioneering and Partisan Political Activity. No DepEd personnel shall be allowed to collect any kind of contribution or graduation moving up fee. Ito talaga ay prohibited sa lahat na DepEd activities at di lang dito sa end of school year rights. Subalit, ang dami pa rin talagang lumalabag. For public schools, expenses relative to the activity shall be charged against the school's maintenance and other operating expenses or MOOE. For the alternative learning system or ALS, expenses to be incurred for the conduct of the activity may be charged through the calendar year 2023 ALS program support funds. For the private schools, higher education institution, its EIs, technical vocational institutions, TVIs, state universities and colleges, EOSYs, and local universities and colleges, LUCs. Private schools, HEIs, TVIs, SUCs, and LUCs offering basic education or any grade thereof may opt to adopt the provision of this DepEd order as basis in the conduct of their moving up graduation ceremonies. Casual or formal wear or school uniform shall remain as the recommended moving up graduation attire. Toga or sablay is allowed to be worn as an gradational garb. Ang dami na namang matutuwa dito kasi allowed namang magsuot ng toga o sablay ang gagraduates. Pero sa mga wala namang toga na maisusuot, pwede naman ang uniform o kahit damit na casual o formal. Kailangan bang uniform o pare-pareho ba dapat ang isusuot ng graduates during moving up o graduation ceremony? Nasa sa inyo po ang desisyon. Siyempre, napapag-usapan naman yan hanggang sa humantong sa isang kasunduan. Kaya sana ang mga parents o guardians ay mag-attend ng mga meeting na patawag ng school ukol sa moving up ang graduation rites preparations. Kung nakarating ka na sa bahaging ito ng video, ay nais kong magpasalamat sa paglaan mo ng oras upang panoorin ito. Pwede kang mag-comment ng kahit na ano kung gusto mo. Sa muli, maraming salamat. Dito na tayo. For this school year 2022-2023 end of school year rites, the annual conduct of full in-person end of school year rites, observance of physical distancing, and wearing of face masks shall not be mandatory. As stipulated in DepEd Order No. 34 Series of 2022 entitled School Calendar and Activities for the School Year 2022-2023, the classes shall formally end on July 7, 2023, that is Friday. Each school has the discretion to select the date for the holding of this year's rites not earlier than July 10, that is Monday, and not later than July 14, 2023, that is Friday. Private schools that started earlier and public and private schools with an extended school year due to unforeseen circumstances shall be guided by their approved revised school calendar. For this school year 2022 and 2023, the end of school year rites shall focus on the theme Gradweyt ng K-12, Hinubog ng Matatag na Edukasyon, or in English, K-12 graduates, molded through a resilient educational foundation, which emphasizes that graduation is not only a celebratory milestone but also a symbol of resiliency, agency, and grit of Filipino learners honed by a solid basic education system that is responsive to the changing needs of time. Further, it highlights that every learner's achievement mirrors an education that succeeds amid all difficulties. Baka pwede rin ninyong lagyan ng mother tongue translation ang theme para naman maintindihan ng mga taong dadalo sa ceremonies. Kasi hindi lahat na dadalo ay nakakaintindi ng English at Tagalog. At isa pa, mas maganda rin na matalakay ng guest speaker ang theme o tema habang ikinikwento niya ang kanyang mga nadaanang paghihirap kung nag-aaral pa lamang siya. Suggestion ko lang po yan. Gawin nating maging solemn o taimtim ang pagsasagawa ng ating graduation and moving up ceremonies. Ito ay minsan lamang mangyari sa buhay ng bawat isang mag-aaral. Ako si Ahmed, and this is my sense.